Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Love and Aspergers, Practical Strategies to Help Couples Understand Each Other and Strengthen Their Connection, by Kate McNulty, LCSW, narrated by Holly Adams. Publisher's note: in this audio edition, you will hear references to the communication matrix, resources, and appendices present in the print and e-book formats of the book. Introduction. My original understanding of Asperger's syndrome was a simple one. I thought of it as a term applied to men who worked in technology or engineering fields. They took pride in their problem-solving aptitudes, but didn't know much about the emotional world. But around 10 years ago, public awareness about Asperger's began to increase. More and more couples who were dealing with concerns related to Asperger's syndrome, or Asperger's as many people call it, began turning up in my private counseling practice. Usually, I would hear from a couple when the neurotypical, non-Asperger's partner, usually the wife, wanted to start therapy. She'd tell me she felt her husband was self-involved or unemotional. Sometimes the neurotypical partner thought the relationship was broken and that she had married a robot. I needed to learn more about this condition. As I researched it, I felt concern and sympathy toward these couples. I became convinced that most of the time, each person in the relationship was simply missing a lot of what their partner was trying to say. When a member of my family told me they suspected they had Asperger's, I initially dismissed the notion that anyone in my family could be on the spectrum. I mean, I'd had a lifelong career as a therapist. I didn't identify with the idea of being a robotic or unemotional person. However, once I began to educate myself about Asperger's and autism, the spectrum of the conditions that affect communication and socialization, it was apparent that many in my family did in fact fit this diagnosis. Eventually, I came to recognize that I myself am autistic. I believe my own personal experience with my diagnosis, coupled with my experience counseling couples where Asperger's is present, brings a unique and useful perspective to this book. Many books on the subject of relationships and Asperger's are intended to support the neurotypical partner who's in the relationship with someone who has Asperger's. But in this book, we'll consider and address the needs and perspectives of both partners. Whether the two of you are married or in a long-term relationship, there are themes related to Asperger's that come up for couples and present challenges I've seen again and again in my therapy practice. Stereotypes and misconceptions about Asperger's are widespread. Many commonly accept ideas about it that are inaccurate and end up causing harm in relationships. This book will help you sort through myths and facts so you can make the most of your life together as a couple. Whether you're the partner with Asperger's or the partner without, I aim to support you both in adopting helpful and constructive attitudes about your differences. Creating a satisfying relationship does take effort, but the result of that effort is a sense of zest, vibrancy, and pleasure. Some of the work suggested in this book is about sharing fun and playfulness and simply enjoying each other's company. You'll gain insight into each other's vantage points and learn the upside of partnering with someone who is different from you. By the time you finish listening, I believe you will find that there's much to be thankful for in a relationship with someone who has neurological strengths and struggles that are unlike yours. Chapter 1. Asperger's and Your Relationship. All social relationships involve some degree of challenge, but life with a partner whose neurotype is different than yours will be filled with moments that are surprising, complicated, and sometimes downright baffling. If you're in a mixed neurotype relationship, there's just no getting around this fact. The two of you think differently. That's a truth of your relationship, and it makes your partnership unique, a union that should be treasured and valued for its exceptional qualities. And often it means your partnership includes confusing situations.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?